Hi everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to solve weekly contest 280 problem number 1. So problem number 1 is count operation to obtain 0. Basically in this problem statement we have given two integer nums1 and nums2 and we have to do some operation till we get either nums1 brawler 0 or nums2 brawler 0. The operation says that suppose if num1 greater equal to num2, then in that case num1 will be num1 minus num2. This happen. And similarly if num1 less than num2, here because num2 is greater, then subtract num2 minus num1. This operation operate till either nums of 1 is 0 or either nums of 2 is 0. Let's see this example. In this example, we have given two nums, that is 2 or 3. In these cases, 3 is greater than 2. If 3 is greater than 2, then subtract this with the num1. So now our nums are 2 and 1. So the step required here is one step. Okay. If I consider these cases, we have 2 and 1. Let me change the color. I think let's see now 2 and 1. So again num1, this is num1 and this is num2. Num1 is greater than num2, so subtract from. So 2 minus 1 and this is 1. Okay. So now the num1 will be 1 and num2 will be also 1. Again we have two conditions that nums1 greater equal to nums2. Then this happens. This is a step 2 required, and after that we subtract from this thing, that's 1 minus 1 and this is 1. Then our final number is 0 and 1. So one number hits at 0 state and this is a 3 step. So we do this operation, that is num1 minus num2 and num2 minus num1 till either of the num hits the 0. So at this position num1 becomes 0, so return from this condition. So see, there are three steps required to convert this thing. So we have to return this 3. If I check another example, like example number 2, then see what happens. See, in example number 2, both nums1 and nums2 are equal. So if both are equals, then if I subtract 10 minus 10, then we get 0 and 1. So 0 and 10. So there are one step required to convert these two number either to 0, such that we get either of the two number is 0. So this is our approach of solving this problem. This is a very easy problem. So let's see the code, that how I will add. So see, I take one variable that count the number of step required to conversion. So we do that operation under the while loop, and while loop terminate when either of the num1 is 0 or either of the num2 is 0. So in first step what I do is if num of 1 greater than equal to num of 2. If I check the previous example, that is previous is 2 and 3. See here 2 and 3. So let's see 2 and 3. Num1 is 2 and num2 is 3. Yeah. So if num1 greater equal to 2, then do num1 brawler num1 minus num2. Else what I do, num2, here num2 is greater than num3. So at this point we convert 3 minus 2, that is 1. So we get 1. And after that this num is greater. See, this while loop terminated when either of the num1 or num2 is equal to 0. So right now this is not equal to 0. So we do again 1 or 1. This is a step 2 required. And after that again we do 0 0. Then at this condition while loop will be terminated and return the count. So I hope you all understand this problem statement. So if you try to submit this approach, then you will get the better, you will get the correct result. So let's run the code and see what happens. Yeah, it gives the correct result, because for example number one we get three answer, and also here we get output is equal to 3. So if you try to submit for all the test cases, then you will get the correct result. So thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video.